Welcome to the 76th Hunger Games!
What do you mean? Katniss won.
Well, yeah, I hope there isn't a 76, because that would kind of suck.
Yeah.
Do you like what we do with our hair?
That's right.
I love yours, Kimmy. You actually would make a better Caesar than me. So, I'm excited for this trailer. I love the original trilogy of Hunger Games. I read the books. The movies were phenomenal. I love Katniss and all the characters. Like, the main characters were so awesome.
Primrose is so good.
Yeah, I loved her.
Yeah.
Haymitch, Effie, cracked me up. And I love Katniss, Peter, Gale, everyone. So, shall we get into this trailer?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, I'm taking off my Capitol wig, though. I'm against the Capitol.
That's right.
Yeah, look at Mockingjay. This snake.
I am honored to introduce to you the creator of the Hunger Games themselves, Dean Casca.
Peter Dinklage! Yeah! I don't think he's going to be a good guy.
You all here for the 10th annual reaping ceremony, in which we choose 2 children from each district to fight to the death in the Hunger Games.
From District 12, Lucy Gray Baird.
Oh, we know her too.
There has been a change this year. As a mentor, Mr. Snow, your
Mr.
role
Snow.
is to turn these children into spectacles.
Mr. Snow! He even had the white rose.
What does my mentor do besides bring me roses?
I do my best to take care of you.
You really want to take care of me in that arena? Start by thinking I can actually win.
Interesting.
I'm Lucky Flickerman,
It's like old.
host of the Hunger Games.
How funny is that?
Enjoy the show.
3, 2,
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.
He actually
It
cared.
looks like he really is rooting for her.
What happens in there, fueled with the terror of becoming prey. See how quickly we become predator? See how quickly civilization disappears?
There's a natural goodness built into us all. We can step across that line into evil, or not.
You hear that, boy? It's the sound of snow falling.
So you think.
How wonderful that we all get to be here for someone's final performance.
Oh my God.
Just about winning.
Everything is about winning.
Oh, she looks like a nice monster.
It's the things we love most that destroy us.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Wow. That's
I love that they can't do the whistle because that was Katniss who did that originally. So I like how they still put that in the song. That's cool. Wow. So there's a lot to take in. It's a trailer, so we only saw it once, and there's a lot of things I want to watch again to see what we missed. But what did you guys think?
Well, it's the beginning of Snow. How we see what he becomes.
That's right.
Yeah.
And maybe the female candidate, he's in love with her. You can tell he's in love with her.
And it seems genuine.
She probably died, and then he turned.
I know. That's what I'm thinking too. And to know what path Snow goes down, and he's like an evil man, like terrible tyrant. And here, to see that he had a good side at some point, it's very interesting to see. And we do see that in a lot of shows and movies that we watch. But for Snow, I just didn't expect him to be a main character, it seems, in this new movie. But now I am very invested. I want to actually see what that entails.
Yeah.
And him actually being in love. I mean, he had a daughter, but, by what means, was it by force or whatever before in the Hunger Games that we watched. But, so to actually have someone familiar that we know And then with, that wasn't Caesar Flickerman, right? But it was, I don't know if that was a family member or something. Or maybe it was, I heard Flickerman, right? So I don't know
Lucky
if that was
Flickerman.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking too is because this is way early on in the games. Katniss escaped the 75th Hunger Games.
Yep.
So do people live longer in this world because they had all these extravagant technologies, like these absolutely like advanced crazy technologies with the games, and just people on what they wore, and so I'm kind of curious if they were able to come up with some kind of formula where people could live longer too,
or it can be just descendants.
Or descendants. And Snow, I mean, he looks really good for however many years ago this was. And anyways, so it's going to be really interesting to see him go down. Like, will this be another trilogy?
Yeah, going into the military at the end. So maybe that's the beginning of,
how
what he becomes.
What he forms or turns into.
That's right.
For sure.
So let us know what you thought of this. I'm very curious. The feel is definitely there. I mean,
the snow falling, so that that tells me that the person that was before, who was Peter
Dinklage.
Yes, Peter Dinklage. He seems very evil.
So it seems like they're competing against each other kind of thing. So I think they're going to be button heads a lot in this. And I don't think Peter Dinklage's character is going to make it, because we know Snow makes it. But who knows? Like, I don't think he's going to succeed. I think Snow is going to. But if there's going to be 3 movies, it might be maybe not the first one. Maybe, he's going to fail majorly. And he was a mentor. Snow was a mentor, so he knows what it was like too, and which makes it even worse to actually know what you go through, and yet he just sends everyone else into the games, and it's all about power and keeping, like, having control over everyone. So Hunger Games, absolutely love that series. I watched the first movie first, not knowing anything about it. I got so involved when I was really working out a lot. I wanted to, have a movie on or a show on in the background, and I would work out, do a floor routine for an hour. And I'm like, I'll watch the Hunger Games when it first came out. And I got so into it the first 10 minutes. And I just remember I slowly just sat down and I just watched the whole movie. And I was like, okay, I have to go read the books now. So I bought the books, and then I read all 3 books in like 3 days. I was like, so I got really hooked. And
no workout was done.
The Hunger, no workout for that for sure. But I loved it so much. And the actual Hunger Games, of course, I don't like. I mean, it was so disturbing with children getting murdered, innocent people getting murdered. The actual story was just so strong, and the acting was great. The characters were wonderful. The sets, the costumes, everything was just so extravagant and just amazing to watch. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you thought of this trailer, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys!
Bye!
May the odds be ever in your favor.
That's right. That's right.